How you doing? This is Brian Pulido. I am the publisher of Coffin Comics and the man crazy enough to invent a concept called Coffin Launch, Coffin's own platform, own crowdfunding platform. Well, we're going to launch that platform, and we cordially invite you to be along. Today, we're going to give you a look at the first ever Lady Death on Coffin Launch, and that's Lady Death Savage Reign. So we're going to go over all the quote-unquote claims that we're going to offer. Could also use this as an opportunity for some questions and answers, but let me get into the basics right off the bat. Coffin Launch is our own exclusive, all-new crowdfunding platform. We have designed it in consultation with many, many people, and it is our hope that it'll be very streamlined and easy to use. We are going to premiere Lady Death Savage Reign on Coffin Launch on February 6th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Between now and then, I cordially invite you to RSVP to the campaign on Coffin Launch. And you might say to yourself, why the heck should I do that, Brian? Well, we have an interesting reason. For the first 24 hours, we're offering to all backers of physical claims an all-new, free, two-sided Lady Death Citadel Coin. This coin is comparable in size to our regular coins, 1.75 inches, has all the powers of our challenge coin, and you can get it free for all physical rewards that you claim. So that means it's not open to digital. So that's one of the incentives. Now people have asked, Brian, why should I RSVP? Well, if you RSVP to this particular campaign, you're going to be notified upon launch, and that'll make you eligible to get in there and get all the goodies that you want. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, the goodies that we're offering. So let's get into it, shall we? First up is going to be the digital version of Savage Reign. We're going to offer that for $6. It'll be 48 pages of good stuff. Let me show you some of the basics. This is a bold new era of Lady Death where she is plunged into a sword and sorcery realm without her sword, without her powers, and she has to make it on her own against the evil sorceress Crucibella and her 10,000-man army. Can she prevail? I don't know, but it's great to see Lady Death using an axe. You may say to yourself, what do the pages look like? Well, let's take a look at some of the pages. Here are some of the pages by Ediano Silva from Savage Reign. Now, for longtime readers, you might say, hey, where's Diego Bernard? Don't worry, everybody. Diego Bernard is working on Lady Death Chapter 22. Candidly, the Hell Witch Lady Death gigantic storyline, Hellgasm, ran a little late, and it was a lot of work, 56 pages, so Diego finished that and jumped right onto 22. But this is the work for Savage Reign. Savage Reign is co-written by myself and Mike McLean, illustrated by Ediano Silva, colored by Giuliano Paratelli, and lettered by veteran letterer Marshall Dillon. So that is the first claim. And let me distinguish. We are not calling our items rewards. We are calling them claims. You could claim that thing. Next up is the physical copy of Savage Reign, which will be 48 pages and square bound. Cover by Diego Bernard. Next up is the jeweled edition by Mike DiBalfo. We're offering that one for $45. You're going to notice that we did get a cost savings moving off of third-party platforms, and we actually just passed those savings right on to you. Next up we have is that the holofoil edition by Sora Song, Juan Castro, and colored by Ezekiel Dominguez. Next up is Enzo Fernandez doing the holofoil edition. We are offering that for, I don't know. So I don't know. Next up, we're offering the Naughty edition by Richard Ortiz. I think that one is at $45. Then next up, we have the Heavy Metal Metallic edition by Jamie Tyndall. We're offering that at $110. And this compromises the main books of Savage Reign. But we have other stuff to appeal to collectors. So let's discuss some of that, shall we? We have a print set. And the print set this is what we call the Prestige print set. 5 prints, and with artwork by Richard Ortiz, Mike DiBalfo, Sora Song, Jamie Tyndall, and Enzo Fernandez. Now, this particular set of books that we discussed is also available as its own bundle. We call it the Savage Bundle, and it comes in a collector's box for $300. Next up, standing on its own, we have the mystery envelopes. So this time around, the mystery envelopes stand on their own. They're not part of any other tier. They're limited to $999 overall, and they're featuring artwork by Richard Ortiz, Mike DiBalfo, Jesse Wichman, Diego Bernard, Matt Meerhoff, David Harrigan, Marissa Pope, the wonderful Monty Moore yet again, Sora Sung, Mike DiBalfo, Dawn McTague, and others. No edition is over 50 copies, and many of them are down to 25, including this super cool first ever Chase edition in a mystery envelope. These Chase editions by Ryan Kincaid, made up of 6 different colorways, are limited to 25 copies apiece and 1 set of quote-unquote Omega editions. In Coffin Comics language, an Omega is an edition limited to 1. This is the only way this work is presented, with the back knocked out and with the distinction Omega. There is no other one in existence. So now let's talk about, let's see, what else can we talk about on the campaign? Let's continue talking about prints, shall we? So this time around, we are actually looking at our most outrageous covers by Sun K and Mike Chrome. So those images stand alone as prints. The beautiful Barbarian image by Mike Chrome and the gorgeous image by Sun K. Those are standalone prints in the world of prints. Also, continuing our tradition, we have the commemorative editions. So we have the main premiere edition as a commemorative image, and then we have the Richard Ortiz as a naughty. This is limited to 100 signed serial numbered copies, and this is limited to 200 serial numbered copies. Finishing off prints, we have the naughty print set. 5 prints by Mike Chrome, Mike DiBalfo, Sora Song, Enzo Fernandez, and Jamie Tyndall. Now, some people like other types of imagery, so we actually have this gorgeous 24 by 36 print we're offering, stands on its own, by Sun K. And then because we had to, and oh my gosh, if you could see it in person, we're offering the gorgeous Mike Chrome as a glissé, which features archival quality paper and archival quality inks. I don't know if you can get super close in there, but holy mackerel, the printing on this is absolutely incredible. I do hear that there are people who are into merchandise, so let's get into the merchandise we're offering on the campaign. Just love this image so much that it's available as a t-shirt for both unisex, available in sizes small to 4X. The shirt will be $29. I think there's a small upcharge for 2X, 3X, and 4X. And then the other merch that we're offering is, we are offering again the Lady Death patch set, including this gorgeous back patch by Mike Chrome and these various patches by various artists. Boom, 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 boom. You know, we haven't offered those in a while, and we thought maybe it's time for the next generation to get into it. So I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, but let's get into some real crazy, wild collector editions, shall we? Next up, we have this particular set, the Savage Reign Naughty set, featuring naughty imagery by Mike DiBalfo, Sora Sung, Jamie Tyndall, and Enzo Fernandez. This set is limited to 100 copies, and that's it. And they will be serial numbered. Next, we have the gorgeous Mike Chrome set. This is what we call the one and only Mike Chrome set. These are 5 individual images done differently. So there's the main, there's the naughty, naughty foil, naughty raw, and naughty metal. Comes in its own collector's box. Then finally, for collectors, you'll notice the Sun K editions. These are all mock-ups too, folks. So it's the main edition. The main edition will eventually be, this is the Virgin Art version. This is the Naughty. This is the Naughty, and it's going to be foil. That's just a mock-up, and then it's the Naughty metal. This also comes in its own collector's box. Now let's say you're really out there and you want what we call the RIP tier. This is the Mike Chrome, the Sun K, and the Naughty set, along with the boxes, and the one and only Mike Chrome Black Metal. That RIP tier is going to be limited to a grand total of 15 sets. 15 sets. I neglected to mention that the Mike Chrome set is going to be limited to 69 copies serial numbered. So will the Sun K, limited to 69 serial numbered. Now I heard somebody say, how about some trading cards? Well, we have 2 trading card sets. You're looking at the first set right now with art by Richard Ortiz, Sora Sung, Mike DiBalfo, Enzo Fernandez, and Jamie Tyndall. That's offered for $50. And you'll notice the Naughty set by Mike DiBalfo, Mike Chrome, Jamie Tyndall, Enzo Fernandez, and the one and only Sora Sung. Now you're going to notice we have an entirely new format for how we're doing our campaigns. They're lean and they're mean, and we hope you enjoy some of the changes that we made, but feel free to kind of give us some feedback. I don't know if we have any feedback, but let's see, what else is there to say? Let me recap some basics once again, please.
We do have some questions.
Let me hear a question.
So Art wants to, but Art said, I love the Mike Chrome cover.
Thank you, Art.
These have an individual version, or is it only available in the set?
Art, that's a great question. I got to tell you, this image is only available exclusively in this set. So feel free to ask any other questions if you have. Let me talk to you about what we call the Coffin Launch Value Proposition. We're saying that it's going to be in a user-friendly format. You're going to get more bang for your buck. You're going to get faster fulfillment, particularly over time. That's something that I think you're going to start seeing that result probably by mid-year. Trusted customer service that you've come to know and love from Coffin Comics, and satisfaction guaranteed. One other thing I'd like to get to is just to let you know, people have been asking, are you going to have quote-unquote stretch goals? Yes, we are, and now they're called free swag. And I think the first piece that we're really talking about, we're offering to all backers, as soon as you get in on this campaign, is the free challenge coin. I hear there's another question.
Matt Stapleton asked, what is the price tag of either the Chrome set or the Sun K set?
Both of those sets will be available for $350 per set. So thank you for that question. I'd also like to talk to you a little bit more in detail in regard to Coffin Launch and what our commitment is to our customers. Before I do, I hear there's another question.
Ollie asks, can't wait for this. Brian, will this be a new ongoing series or just a one-off?
So this is a new bold era of Lady Death, and this will be a complete story in a single chapter. Over the course of the next 2 years, Lady Death is on an odyssey, jumping through all kinds of realms, and we're bringing you stories in all different environments. So this is a one and done story. But what I'd like to say is, like many other Coffin Comics stories, that there's some Easter eggs, there's some callbacks to earlier stories, there's some revelations about other characters. So even though we're in an entirely different realm, and we've taken Lady Death out of her current continuity, I still think longtime readers are going to get some juicy tidbits that reveal a deeper understanding of some of the things that are going on in this entire universe. I hear another question.
Troy Hudson asks, no hardcover this time?
So Troy, it's true. We decided to discontinue the hardcover. After doing 45 hardcovers, I have to let you know, one of the things that have delayed our campaigns most is the hardcover. And I'm sorry to say, out of 45 hardcovers we've made, we've had manufacturing defects or delays with 30 of them. And as much as I love and adore them, which I do, we had to make the decision to move on from that particular format due to those reasons. Any other questions?
A couple more.
Okay.
I like when Lady Death fights old enemies like Satanus.
Yes.
And then TM asks, is the pricing of the 24 by 36 poster available yet?
The pricing of the 24 by 36 poster is indeed available. If you take a look at coffinlaunch.com right now, you're able to pre-screen and preview the entire campaign, the comics, cards, prints, and merchandise, and that will give you the exact pricing that you seek. Is there another question?
I think that's it for now.
All right, cool. Well, I thank you for your comment of us bringing back the character Satanus. It was really fun to write him in that gigantic story. That was over 4 chapters. That story is being wrapped up, and we will be shipping it, as we had mentioned, during an update on the campaign around May. We had wanted to ship it in around February, but candidly, due to the enormous scope and scale, we really got ourselves into a massive storyline with inordinate detail on every page. No joke, you'll see it, you'll believe it. But the good news is Diego is wrapped up, and Giuliano is like ripping through the color, and we will be going to press towards the mid to 3/4 point of February. So let me talk to you about, it seems like we have something.
More questions.
Another question.
Keith says, are you discontinuing campaigns on Kickstarter?
Keith, we are moving our campaigns from third-party crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter to here, Coffin Launch. This will be the new home of all of our regularly scheduled publishing agenda. This is not to say that we won't return to Kickstarter for larger projects like Lady Death Omnibus Volume 2 and other things that we have planned. And we are in communication about this choice with Kickstarter as well. Kickstarter has been nothing less than life-changing for Coffin Comics. However, after 10 seasons, we believed that it was time for us to put our big boy pants on and strike out on our own. So that's why we're doing that. And if there's no questions, I want to talk to you about Coffin Launch and our commitment to you. First, trusted Coffin Comics brand. Coffin is in total control of Coffin Launch, and we've spent the better part of a year building it and testing it. User-friendly format. If you go to coffinlaunch.com, I think you're going to find a very simple and easy-to-use format. There's no more backer surveys. So formally, if you recall, we'd complete a campaign, there would be 10 days, we'd launch surveys, etc. We won't do it that way. We're actually going to capture all your information right as you choose your items. Next, simplified campaign layouts. Again, go to coffinlaunch.com. You're going to see a much simpler layout. You will not be interrupted by other campaigns, other suggestions. It's just Coffin all the time. Next, more value. Actually, any of the savings that we have, we're simply passing on to you. And then faster fulfillment. Again, over time, we expect by mid-year, we're going to be able to turn our campaigns quicker. And then finally, Coffin Comics trusted customer service. If you have ordered from us during our through our Coffin Comics shop, you know this to be true. One thing I would also like to say, because I just heard this question in the back, is when will my credit cards be charged? Just like other campaigns you are familiar with, we will not charge your card until the end of the campaign. I see another note, and I'm about to be handed a list of other frequently asked questions, which I will answer. And yes, Tegan, did you hear something?
Yes, Miss Drackle.
Miss Drackle, yeah.
Will it be possible to get both the Ultimate and Elite sets in a clan?
Yes, so what we've done in a sense, and I don't mean to get too nerdy, but yeah, you can pick everything that's available that you want. So you can pick Elite, Ultra, Naughty, the main set, a bunch of prints. You could claim it all as long as it's available. We are limiting it to a certain amount per customer, but yes. And then the other option is you can actually try to get the RIP set, which includes Ultra, Elite, the Naughty set, and it comes with that aforementioned beautiful black metal edition. So that's another strategy. So look at it this way. The Sun K and the Mike Chrome are $350 a piece. That's $700. You'd also get the Naughty set, I think, which is $200. So 7, that's 9. And I think and then you get the black metal, which usually valued somewhere between $399 and $699. You could get all that for like $1,000. So I think that's reasonable and it has some value. Is there any other cues? All right, I'm going to put on my glasses and we're going to answer some RSVPs. Let's do it right in front here. Why do I need to RSVP on Coffin Launch? Well, the truth is you don't, but there is an advantage to it. If you RSVP on Coffin Launch in advance of the campaign, we're going to send you a note when we launch on February 6th at 6 p.m. And that'll give you the first possible shot at getting some of the limited edition goodies that I know you may enjoy. What does RSVP mean? I actually don't know what does that RSVP mean? It means let us know you're coming, I guess. The actual words? Hell if I know. What are the full details on how to get the free coin? Do I have to visit the site on February 6th, and do I have to make a specific purchase to obtain it? All right, so there's a lot of questions in there, but let me make it simple for you. If you go onto our campaign and claim any physical item, non-digital, you will then be eligible for a free challenge coin if you do it within the first 24 hours of the campaign. But here's where it gets exciting. Right now we're in a drive to get a lot more people signed up to our RSVP. If we can have 3,131 people sign up to our RSVP, we're going to extend the hours of the free coin opportunity to 31 hours, which is this year's Lady Death anniversary, 31 hours. I hear another question.
If there is a backer survey, will we not have another opportunity to buy more?
So that's a great question, Carmen. Thank you so much for asking. After we conclude the initial campaign of 30 days, we will actually have a pop-up shop a pop-up crypt for this campaign, and it will have possibly new and exciting items on it as well. Thank you for asking. So is Coffin Comics doing away with Kickstarter? No, not exactly. Coffin Comics is taking all of its main publishing schedule and offering it to you through our own crowdfunding platform. The reason why we're doing it is not unlike other publishers, we are going to now move our specialty projects to Kickstarter. That might be things like trade paperback, hardcover programs, that might be omnibus, things of a substantial nature. But now our day-to-day stories that we're offering are moving to Coffin Launch. I'm trying to place a pre-order right now, but there is no order button. Just a countdown clock for when it ends. It's absolutely true. Right now we're in a preview pre-order phase. You will be able to see the site, but you will actually not be able to order on it until we go live on February 6th, Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, Arizona. Next, I'm trying to pre-order digital so I can get a free coin, but I can't check out. I'm here to let you know that I'm sorry to say that digital is unavailable. The coin is unavailable to digital backers. This offer is for physical backers only. Have you stopped the hardcover editions? My whole collection is a hardcover. It would be a shame to have to go to soft covers now. I empathize with you, but yes, we have discontinued hardcover. Earlier in this communication, we discussed why, but I'll recap. We've done 45 hardcovers on our campaigns, and out of the 45, behind the scenes, over 30 of them experienced some form of manufacturing defect or delay. In an effort to deliver material to you in a timely manner, we made the very difficult choice of discontinuing the hardcover. I'm also here to let you know that it was also the most expensive thing to manufacture on a per item basis. And I, like you, love them. We have them on display everywhere. They're phenomenal. But we are a company that is attempting to get our material out quicker to you on a faster basis. And we did have to make that very hard decision. So I understand the pain. I feel it myself. It was a very difficult decision to make. What is the proper way to order something through the new campaign to ensure I receive a free coin? Well, I think that's simple. Order something, claim something on the campaign that's a physical item. So that's anything that is not a digital item. I hear another question.
The Big D asks, is it still going to be free shipping?
Big D, thank you so much for asking. You bet it'll be free shipping. Also, all free swag, we're calling it, and a free digital download like we've always done. So thank you. I'd also like to point out that not only is it free shipping, but it's free handling and free white glove service that many of you know Coffin Comics to provide. Next up, I have a launch account now, but where is my old order history? Well, Coffin Comic Shop and Coffin Launch, although related, do not share that information. For your order history, you'd have to go into your account at Coffin Comic Shop. Coffin Launch will not provide that.
Need to do a quick commercial break here. Gotta switch out a battery.
We're going to do a quick commercial break here, so stand by. We'll be back in a moment. Hi everybody, welcome back. We took a brief commercial break to change your battery, but now we're back talking about Coffin Launch, some of the question and answers. So, how can I change or update my Coffin Launch information like email or phone number? Candidly, that's fairly easy. Go to Coffin Launch and you're going to see a prompt where you enter your email number. That's actually going to be the gateway to opening up your account, and once you're in your account, you can update your information as needed. Let's see here. Are we able to fill in and save our credit card number on the platform prior to launch? Yes, you absolutely can. And in fact, I encourage everybody to start the account now. You don't want to wait until we go live and you have sociopaths from all across the globe hitting that thing trying to get what they want. You want to set it up in advance. That's exactly what I would do. Get on there right now after this stream and get all your information. It is secure. It is related to our store site, which you know to be secure.
So not unlike the store, just because it's in your cart doesn't mean it's yours. You're going to want to make sure you go and you check out.
So check this out. Not unlike our store, when our campaign goes live and you have something in your cart, it's not yours until you check out. So you might want to in advance strategize what you're going after such that you can check out and you can get it, particularly these rare items by these very popular Coffin Comics artists. So just because it's in your account, your cart, it has not been taken out of inventory. You're going to have to complete the process and check out in order to claim it. Tegan.
Martin, not Martin, sorry. Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, I was wondering if, like the hardcovers, you stopped doing metallic jewel editions. I haven't seen one.
Actually, Chad, thanks for asking. No, no, we are doing I think we're doing a metallic jewel here. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, this the Sun K will be a metallic jewel. Absolutely. Yeah, and, we didn't do the jeweling in the mock, but yeah, count on it. Thank you for asking. Are there any other final questions?
So
Martin asked, will our payment information be transferred over from the Coffin Shop site to the launch site?
So the question is, will our payment information from the Coffin Comic Shop site be transferred over to the Coffin Launch site? The answer is no. You actually going to want to re-enter that information. One of the reasons why you see the distinct difference in the look of the two, obviously the Coffin Comic Shop is black, red, white, and we want you to know that Launch is distinct. It's related to our company, obviously, but you will have to re-enter your information. And please do in advance. Are there any other questions?
Yeah. Carmen asked, can your pledge add-ons be adjusted throughout the campaign like the Kickstarter?
So the question is, can your claims be adjusted like during formerly Kickstarters? And the answer is yes. We'll provide a tutorial on any of the nuance to that, but in essence, the answer is yes. You will be able to do that. I personally discourage everybody from doing that, but you can. Any other questions? And anybody out there excited for Launch and Savage Reign? God, Lord knows that we are. This is a bold new era for Coffin Comics. Again, trying some bold new things. spearheaded by our phenomenal management team, and big up to Francisco Pulido and Jordan Kale for leading the charge on this, and the support of the entire company. Thank you for all the dozens of people who took the time during the testing phase to take a look at this and debug it and give us feedback. And even now, as you give us feedback and we could continue to develop it, I mean, the community is very important to Coffin Comics, as you could imagine, and going back and forth and adjusting and adapting really is key. Any other final questions?
So one thing we just want to make sure, since it's a pre-order store, when you're putting your information in, if you will not be able to put your credit card in until you check out. So make sure all of your normal shipping information is in, and then you'll be able to put your credit card in as soon as you check out.
Okay, so if you heard that, this is where it's a little different. As you are we encourage you to start your account by entering all your main information, but not unlike other pre-order formats, we're going to ask you to add your credit card information upon checkout. That will be new. Probably do a couple like video tutorials. Jordan can do that to kind of get everybody up on it. Maybe starting next week as we lead to launch, we can throw those up there so everyone can kind of be really ready for this new process that we do believe is still streamlined, but obviously new. Any other final questions before we go?
Yeah, let's do one more.
One more.
It says, if you don't want people adjusting claims, does that mean no new things added mid-campaign?
Well, that's a great question, and I think you're really going to have to stand by. It's a new season. It's a new format. If we are or not adding things during a campaign, if I told you, you'd know. So the surprise is really a lot of fun. Let's keep the surprises coming, shall we? Folks, unless there's another question, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in to this final preview of Lady Death Savage Reign on our all-new crowdfunding platform, Coffin Launch. Lady Death Savage Reign launches on Coffin Launch at Thursday, February 6th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, Arizona. Please sign up right now, RSVP, sign up for the campaign, and let's get ready to rock this thing. Thank you so much, everybody. You've been great. I've been Brian Pulido. Slay you later.